It's comeback time! Yeah, what's up? What's up? I haven't been active for like 6 months now, but I gotta be honest with y'all. I didn't watch no fucking wrestling. And to be honest, it's not even a bad thing because I did watch some PLEs a couple times, like Survivor Series. Then I watched the Royal Rumble. And I kind of got the idea that nothing really changed. Nothing really advanced. It didn't change. Nothing. Like, it's like, you can just, like, easily not watch 2 fucking months of the whole product and you didn't miss nothing. However, gotta say this, and I'm pretty happy about that. Like, your boy's a big Roman Reigns fan. All of my, like, 2 or 3 subscribers right now, y'all know this. I was very happy about Roman Reigns winning the Rumble, and well, I got a friend group that they're all like, yeah, you just glazing Roman Reigns, and you're just a Roman Reigns fan because he's like world farming and shit, and he's not even appearing on TV for like 5 years in a row, and I was like taking the shit out of that. I was like, yeah, Roman Reigns is the GOAT. Fuck y'all. Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. And I gotta say, I'm still kind of happy about it. Roman Reigns won the Rumble, and he's gonna main event WrestleMania with CM Punk now. And I gotta say, this promo kind of got me back into watching wrestling. Of course, I watched Raw last night. Didn't really miss much. There was this thing with like AJ Lee and Becky Lynch going on. Then there was like this thing with the Usos going on. Jey Uso completely botched the fucking super kick again. And then there was this Finn Balor thing with CM Punk, and we all know Finn Balor is a jobber, and Finn Balor is going to job out to CM Punk again. I cannot see a scenario in which Finn Balor takes the title from CM Punk and goes ahead to WrestleMania to headline the show with Roman Reigns. I can't see that. And this is a problem with modern wrestling, because back in the day, like, I don't want to sound like a fucking old head, being 27 years old, like, back in the day, it was not unheard of to change titles like mid-road to WrestleMania. You had nice feuds going on, and I was like, y'all remember the 2010, the feud with Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, when Undertaker was like world heavyweight champion, and he was like, nah, I ain't fighting you. I fought you at WrestleMania 25, and I won. And Shawn was so desperate that he was like costing the Undertaker the Elimination Chamber match, and he was like, yeah, that's it. Now we're gonna fight. And that shit was normal back then. You when you were a WrestleMania main eventer as a champion, because the Royal Rumble winner chose you, you still had that one hurdle to stay in the main event of WrestleMania as a world champion. You still had that one hurdle. What was it like? Was it No Way Out? Was it Judgment Day? I think it was No Way Out. Judgment Day was after Mania. I think even after Backlash. Yeah, you had like No Way Out, Elimination Chamber, whatever. The pay-per-view in between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania was like the place that you still had to defend your championship. Otherwise, you wouldn't main event WrestleMania no more. And back then, that was good fucking booking. That was a good fucking product. Nowadays, we have like, oh yeah, the champions are not fighting at Elimination Chamber because, the Elimination Chamber is going to be the qualifiers, and it's going to be the Elimination Chamber match to look at, to find out who's going to fight with fucking the other champion, you know? And it's like, y'all got to see the whole picture. Like, these champions, these main eventers, are not doing fucking nothing. And I'm not even talking about part-timers right now. Otherwise, I would be talking about Roman Reigns. Of course, we know that he's a part-timer. I think, when was that? I think that was like 4 to 5 years ago when he was officially a part-timer, after he won the second title, the WWE Championship against Brock Lesnar. And to be real with y'all, I can totally understand that. The guy has like leukemia and shit. And like a couple weeks ago when he came out saying that he's not a fan of Triple H's booking at the Pat McAfee show, where they did let that little interview with Reigns, and he said that he was taking like all the younger guys were complaining about him taking all those spots. And now that he's like away, now that he's giving them the limelight, they don't do anything with that. I thought that was like he was right with that. And after I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, okay, we're gonna see Roman Reigns more often right now. Then we had the Royal Rumble and the Raw appearance, and I was like totally hyped. Like this promo was so good. And after that, we got like Roman Reigns' schedule. He's gonna appear a couple times in March and at WrestleMania, of course. But at the same time, he's not gonna appear in February, which is like okay, fine. Which is like that's just 3 weeks of absence. If it stays like that, like oh, he's gonna appear like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, I'm totally fine with that. Like the guy, if he's a part timer, he can show up like twice a month, in my opinion, and then at the PLE, or sometimes even miss the PLEs. Like we're all getting used to that right now. Roman Reigns is not a full timer anymore. He's basically out of the company. This is gonna be his last championship reign. I'm pretty sure he's gonna win against CM Punk, and then we're gonna move on. But the product still has a problem. The product is just not good anymore. They rely on Roman Reigns. They rely on cheap pops. Yeah, Triple H is like, he's booking the cheapest thing ever, and the crowd goes like, oh, this is awesome, and they're cheering like, OTC, and everybody's like, oh yeah, they love that. No, they don't love that. They want to have fun. They want to have like a great time for all the money they spent. Of course they're gonna cheer. Of course they're gonna do all that shit, and like wrestling is gonna feel like it's in this boom period right now. But when I look at the numbers, like SmackDown getting like less than 1 million, I think even Raw gets like less than 1 million right now, or even like just 1 million or 1.5 million. I'm like, this is atrocious. We were at 6 million just like in under 10 years ago, and then we had like 3 million, 3.5 million, which is pretty cool, just pretty good numbers. Pretty normal, because wrestling is not what it used to be. Wrestling back then was like competing with the NFL, and the NFL is big. By the way, I'm a big Patriots fan, so I'm pretty bummed about the Patriots losing the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Seahawks and the Seahawks fans, though. Well, it was kind of supposed to happen because the Patriots haven't been great in the past few years since like Tom Brady left. However, I digress. Wrestling nowadays, it's just not where it's at back in the day. But I think 3 million viewers should be normal, especially when you're on Netflix, especially when you have like TKO, Netflix, ESPN to fucking impress. Like, there are multiple rumors right now that ESPN, TKO, and Netflix are so fed up with Triple H and the WWE that they want to cancel the partnership. Like, I think it was Netflix when I heard that they're on the verge of ending things, but they are still contractually obligated to do it, and they're just waiting for the next window where they can just like, fuck off. And it's like, back in the day, you didn't have that. You had Vince McMahon. He had everything under control. Yeah, sometimes it was out of touch. His last few years were like just 50-50. And this guy was like booking the most atrocious shit. But he was booking some shit. I remember when Roman Reigns was like having the dog food all over him because he's the big dog and he's gonna get dog food. And Baron Corbin, I think it was Baron Corbin, maybe even Dolph Ziggler, but I think it was Baron Corbin, came with like the dog costume and shit. That was great, because even though it sucked, it was something that was innovative. It was something so outrageous that people are still talking about it to this day. It was humiliating for the man Joe Anoa'i, but at the same time, it's like, this is wrestling. Sometimes you're gonna get humiliated. Nowadays, it's like, we're gonna do 50-50 booking. I'm Triple H, and it's gonna be epic. There's gonna be a masked man. By the way, we gotta talk about the masked man. I don't know if I'm gonna talk about him in this video or in another video, but I'm fed up with that fucking masked man. It's gonna be 50-50 booking. Yeah, everybody's gonna look strong, because and so that everybody's gonna look strong because we need a winner. Somebody's gonna interject the match, and it's gonna be like, his cousin, his friend, his ally, whatever, is gonna be like doing a finisher on him, and then he's gonna get pinned by that other guy because We gotta protect the aura. It's gonna be a TikTok moment. I can't with that voice anymore. Triple H is booking everything so repetitively, and it's always the same thing. Somebody interrupts the match. Somebody is gonna get like kicked in the face by some cousin, some friend, some faction member, some referee that's like not a referee but a wrestler, some masked man guy. Fuck that shit, by the way. And yeah, that's a product that we have right now. There is no going over somebody. There is no Cody Rhodes. By the way, I hate Cody Rhodes. There is no Cody Rhodes who's gonna get pinned because of the aura, whatever. He's not gonna get pinned clean. I saw the match with Drew McIntyre. I was happy that Drew McIntyre won. By the way, Drew McIntyre's reign right now is dog shit because Triple H is trying to bury that man's ass. And at the same time, I'm like, man, you got 6'5", almost 300 pounds, Drew McIntyre of Scottish muscle, Scottish fucking warrior. I know he's a fucking cowardly heel, but that cowardly? Come on, man. He should be wiping the floor with Cody Rhodes. But, of course, he needs Jacob Fatu coming in as the masked man, it's aura, and he's gonna attack him. Everybody's like, oh, Cody's gonna win, Cody's gonna win. At the same time, Cody's like being this hero motherfucker that he is, and then he's gonna get slapped, and then Drew McIntyre just cowardly goes out of the fucking cage. It's like, yeah, come on, man. Like, we can't have nobody going over clean nowadays. And to be fair, I think that even Roman Reigns or CM Punk, one of them is gonna get screwed. One of them is gonna get screwed. If we are not getting Roman Reigns as a World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania, which we should, he's gonna get screwed. Somebody's gonna come in. Maybe it's gonna be that jobber Jey Uso, who, by the way, his downfall, it was like way overdue. This guy can't stay serious. This guy can't stay in shape. This guy can't stay faithful to his wife. This guy can't stay like out of problems. Like Jimmy Uso, DUIs and everything. Jey Uso, always drunk, always botching, always doing the bare minimum, and even ruining that. Like, what are we watching nowadays? Anyway, this is my take on the product. This time, maybe I have talked a lot of shit, talked a lot of gibberish. Maybe everything was kind of disconnected, but after 6 months, I think I can just talk my soul out, and y'all are gonna take it that way. Anyway, if you liked the video, like and subscribe, and we're gonna see you next time.